Today I want to talk about what the real estate market for Dubai is going to experience in 2026 based on historical factual data. This is going to be on the last 3 years, so we know exactly what the trajectory is going to look like for 2026. So get your pens and paper out and let's get started. In 2023, the Dubai real estate market made in roughly about 634 billion dirhams worth of real estate value that was created. And that is a huge number considering this was a period which we would consider the post-COVID rebound. And this is where a lot of the international capital was flowing into Dubai at this moment in time. There was a strong migration of wealthy individuals. There was an international look at Dubai on how it successfully managed to navigate the COVID crisis. But on top of that, a lot of the middle class was also looking at Dubai as a potential place to move their families to. There was a huge number of visa reforms. There was opening awareness and knowledge on how to get involved in the Dubai real estate market. And what happened to the end of that year was that we had about 166,000 transactions, which totaled 634 billion for that year. So all in all, it was a successful year considered we just came out from COVID. In 2024, we had about 760 billion dirhams worth of value that was done in the market. And this is almost up for about 20%, which is a number that you should keep in the back of your minds. This is over about 226,000 transactions. There was a mass market boom. You could say the off-plan segment took off in a huge way. This momentum was gathered by huge capital inflow that was coming in from abroad. There was a population influx that was coming in, and this was purely down to 2023, there was that great awareness that happened about Dubai. There was easier access to financing and a whole host of other things. So when you look at 2023 and you look at 2024, there is a significant change that's happened here, and there is a confidence in the market for people to get involved in Dubai. The key thing to notice here is that there was a transitioning phase in this year, which was from luxury segments were always there, but they also understood that actually people are coming here to live and stay and work. So there was a transitioning phase where the developers were looking at end use, people buying homes for their families to move into, kids to go to school, and for them to go to work 9 to 5 or work from home, whatever that be. This was a defining year. Last year, 2025, we reached 917 billion dirhams worth of real estate value. And that was over about 270,000 transactions. Again, 20% year upon year growth. This was broadly down to you could say the Dubai D33 agenda, which is to double the population, to urban planning, green zones. All of that was into play here. The main reason for the way it performed is a lot of the policies had went into play. Visas were easily attainable for most people. Families were moving in. There was a huge amount of population inflow that happened in 2025. We reached 4 million people. So this was growing upon year upon year upon year. Very few people doubted that 2025 would have been a crash or a correction. Supply has always been there, but also the demand has been very hot. Off-plan segment was just I think it was 75% of the market was off-plan sales. That doesn't mean the secondary isn't there. Secondary is still there. There's not a problem to invest in there. You can still do extremely well. It's just that there is a huge demand for people to get that first property off-plan at a good price. Now, looking forward to 2026, what do I think will be the targets here? Let's factor in a number of variables. We have strong competition which is happening from other GCC countries, and we should also factor in what's happening in locally within the market, within the Emirates as well. So considering these variables, I believe that the end of 2026 that we will hit 1 trillion dirhams. This is my prediction. We will hit 1 trillion dirhams. And this will be the first time in Dubai's history that the market will cross 1 trillion dirhams. Do I believe that the percentage of growth will be 20%? As a prediction, I think it will be less than 20% based on those variables that I mentioned earlier on. Does that mean that Dubai's market is going to hit a correction or a slowdown? No, it's still growing. The demand will always be there. Everything will still be going in the right direction. All it means is that you might see some segments of the market that might have a slight slowdown. That's it. And if you want to find out what that is, you can message me to understand what that is. There is a huge number of great projects from great developers that are getting released for this year, and I've seen them. I've seen the list of these projects, and some of them are absolutely exquisite for the luxury end, and also some of them are fantastically priced for the family to get in, send their kids to school, for the wife and husband to go to work, and all come back and enjoy the greatness of life that Dubai has to offer. This is my 2026 prediction: exceed 1 trillion dirhams. So I want to conclude this video, which is that in 2023, you could say it was the capital inflow shock year for Dubai because it was driven by global instability. And 2024, you could say it was the market year for Dubai real estate, which it actually broadened in many sense. And there was a shift from luxury segment to a more mass market off-plan dominance for Dubai for the family sector. And then 2025, it was the peak expansion year. When I mean peak, I don't mean we hit the peak. I believe it was maturity year, and 2026 is going to be the stability year. This is my forecast, as I said. Now, if you are an investor and you're looking at investing in the Emirates and you want to have a solid plan whereby you can invest here and you know exactly what appreciation that you're going to get in 2026 and you want that appreciation fast, message me and we can have a discussion. So like I said, if you want to put your money into the Emirates and you want to quickly gain appreciation fast, message me privately and I can recommend you some of those projects. Also, if you're looking to just buy property for your family or to move into, you can also message me and we can have a discussion to understand what is the best segment of the market for you to invest in and what are some of the best deals that are available. Guys, don't forget, I have a thriving, a wonderful WhatsApp community that you can join and participate. Now, this WhatsApp community group has been there for the last 1 month now. We have hundreds of people that have joined this. They're all sharing ideas. They're all sharing their peer-reviewed experiences, their feedback, their recommendations on investing in the Dubai real estate market. This is not a sales group. This is not a pitching group. This is a real group of investors, real group of real estate brokers, and they are supporting each other. They are collaborating. There's no sales pitch here, which is a phenomenal thing. This is the culture of this group. So if you want to join this group, there's also a WhatsApp link in there as well. But if you're looking to invest and you want to find out some of the best places to invest, you can message me privately. So you have 2 avenues to get involved in. One is join the WhatsApp group and get involved in the conversation. And if you want to invest in Dubai, message me privately and we can have a discussion. And as always, guys, don't forget to like the video, share the video, comment down below, subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you're notified of all my videos I'm publishing on a daily and weekly basis. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching.